If you can't do these 7 simple movements, after 65, your life may be shorter. If you're over 65 and struggle with simple movements, it's more than stiffness. It could signal serious health risks. Some easy daily actions reveal your body's true strength and even predict longevity better than routine medical tests. Your life could depend on this. Today, you'll discover 7 essential movements every adult over 65 should master, how to safely test them at home, and a simple, doctor-approved method to boost strength, balance, and longevity. Stick around. One movement at the end may surprise you and reveal more about your health than you ever imagined. Movement 1. Sit to stand. Test. The sit-to-stand movement is deceptively simple, but incredibly telling about your leg strength, balance, and overall independence. It's the ability to rise from a chair without using your hands, a movement that underpins daily life. If you struggle to stand up without leaning forward, grabbing the armrests, or taking multiple tries, it may indicate weakening leg muscles, reduced balance, and a higher risk of falls. Difficulty with this movement can quietly affect your independence. Imagine needing help just to get out of a chair, or avoiding activities like visiting friends, climbing stairs, or doing simple chores because you fear losing your balance. Over time, this limitation can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, muscle loss, and even shorter life expectancy. The sit-to-stand movement is more than exercise. It's a key predictor of how well your body is aging. Improving this movement doesn't require a gym or heavy equipment. Start small. Begin by performing the sit-to-stand from a sturdy chair with armrests, using your hands lightly for support if needed. Gradually reduce reliance on your hands as your strength increases. Aim for 10 slow, controlled repetitions daily, focusing on engaging your thighs and glutes. As your confidence grows, try standing from a lower chair or adding a slight pause before sitting down to increase the challenge. For an added boost, incorporate simple leg exercises like seated leg lifts, wall squats, or calf raises. Even short, consistent sessions make a huge difference over weeks. This movement also trains your balance, as standing from a seated position shifts your center of gravity, a vital skill for preventing falls. Mastering the sit-to-stand test restores confidence and independence. It's empowering to rise effortlessly, knowing your legs are strong enough to support your daily life. Every small improvement reinforces not just physical strength, but mental confidence, reminding you that age doesn't have to limit mobility. Movement 2. Shoulder reach test. The shoulder reach test is a simple but revealing measure of upper body mobility. It involves raising your arms overhead or reaching behind your back. Movements that seem ordinary but are critical for independence. If you struggle to reach a high shelf, pull a sweater over your head, or scratch your back comfortably, it's a sign that shoulder stiffness or weakness may be creeping in. Shoulder mobility is directly tied to daily functionality. Tasks as simple as dressing, grooming, cooking, or even carrying groceries rely on flexible, strong shoulders. When mobility declines, everyday routines can become frustrating, painful, or even unsafe. For older adults, reduced shoulder range of motion often reflects a combination of muscle weakening, joint stiffness, and connective tissue changes, all natural aspects of aging. But the good news is they can be improved. Gently improving shoulder mobility doesn't require equipment or extensive workouts. Begin with simple stretches. Raise your arms slowly overhead, reaching as high as is comfortable without pain, then lower them with control. Shoulder circles, both forward and backward, can loosen tight muscles and improve blood flow. Another effective approach is the wall angel. Stand with your back against a wall, arms bent at 90 degrees, and slide them up and down slowly, keeping contact with the wall. Over time, this improves posture, flexibility, and shoulder strength simultaneously. Even small daily movements make a significant difference. Consistency matters more than intensity. Gradually increasing the range of motion and holding stretches for 15 to 20 seconds encourages your muscles and joints to adapt safely. Beyond flexibility, these exercises strengthen stabilizing muscles, which reduces strain on the shoulders and lowers the risk of injury. Maintaining shoulder mobility enhances confidence and independence. Being able to reach for objects without strain or discomfort reinforces the idea that aging doesn't have to mean limitations. Each improvement is empowering, letting you navigate daily life with ease and reducing the risk of frustration or dependence on others. The shoulder reach test is not just about flexibility. It's a window into your upper body strength, functional health, and overall quality of life. Movement. 3. Single leg balance. Balancing on one leg might seem like a small, simple test, but it's one of the most important indicators of overall health for adults over 65. This movement directly reflects your stability, coordination, and strength in the legs and core. Factors that are critical for preventing falls, a leading cause of injury in older adults. It also provides insight into bone and joint health, as strong bones and muscles work together to keep you upright and resilient. Signs that single-leg balance is weakening often appear subtly. You might notice wobbling when standing to tie a shoe, leaning on furniture for support, or feeling unsteady when stepping onto a curb. Even occasional trips or a fear of falling can indicate that your balance is declining. Ignoring these signs can lead to higher fall risk, which may result in fractures, longer recovery times, and reduced independence. The good news is that balance can be strengthened safely and progressively. Start by holding onto a sturdy surface like a countertop or the back of a chair, and lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then switch legs. As confidence and strength improve, reduce hand support and increase the duration. Incorporating movements that challenge your core, like gentle side leg lifts, heel-to-toe walking or mini squats, also enhances stability. Yoga or Tai Chi movements can be especially effective because they combine strength, flexibility, and coordination. Balance training doesn't just prevent falls, it builds confidence. Feeling stable on your feet lets you move freely without fear, whether walking outdoors, climbing stairs, or playing with grandchildren. Over time, even short daily sessions can dramatically improve your equilibrium, strengthen bones and muscles, and enhance your overall quality of life. The single-leg balance test is more than an exercise. It's a measure of independence. Mastering it ensures you maintain control over your movements and reduces the worry that simple daily activities could result in injury. Every small improvement reinforces strength, stability, and confidence, empowering you to continue living actively and safely well into your later years. Movement 4. Chair Hip Flex Test. Hip flexibility is a cornerstone of mobility, independence, and injury prevention for adults over 65. The Chair Hip Flex Test examines how easily you can lift one knee toward your chest while seated, revealing the flexibility and strength of the muscles around your hips. These muscles play a crucial role in walking, climbing stairs, standing from a chair, and maintaining balance. When hip movement is restricted, even simple daily activities can become challenging and uncomfortable. Limited hip mobility often goes unnoticed until it begins affecting your life. You might feel stiffness when getting out of a car, notice difficulty climbing a single step, or experience lower back discomfort when bending forward. Over time, restricted hips can contribute to altered walking patterns, increased strain on the knees and spine, and a higher risk of falls or hip injuries. Addressing this early is critical for sustaining independence and overall quality of life. Improving hip flexibility can be simple and safe with consistent practice. Begin with seated knee lifts. Sit tall in a chair, slowly lift one knee toward your chest and lower it with control. Repeat on each side, gradually increasing the range of motion. Gentle seated twists or seated figure four stretches can also open tight hip muscles and relieve tension. For those able to stand, supported lunges or mini squats help strengthen hip stabilizers while improving flexibility. Remember to move slowly and focus on breathing, allowing muscles and joints to adapt without strain. Incorporating these exercises into your daily routine not only restores mobility, but also enhances confidence. Strong, flexible hips reduce the effort required for walking and climbing stairs, making it easier to stay active and independent. Each improvement is empowering, showing that age doesn't have to mean stiffness or limited movement. The chair hip flex test is more than a simple exercise. It's a window into your body's ability to move freely and safely. By practicing these progressive drills, you safeguard your mobility, strengthen supporting muscles, and decrease the risk of injury. Consistent attention to hip flexibility ensures that you can continue performing everyday activities with ease and maintain the independence that is essential for living a vibrant life after 65. Movement 5. Arm curl. Strength. Check upper body. Strength is often overlooked, yet it's essential for maintaining independence and performing everyday tasks comfortably. The arm curl strength check is a simple way to gauge your bicep and forearm strength. It involves lifting a lightweight or household item, such as a water bottle or small can, repeatedly to assess endurance and power. Strong arms allow you to carry groceries, lift objects, open jars, and perform personal care tasks without strain or discomfort. Weakness in the arms can quietly erode independence. Tasks that were once effortless, pouring a cup of tea, folding laundry, or reaching into cupboards, can become difficult or even painful. Over time, this leads to frustration, reduced activity, and a subtle decline in overall strength, which may impact posture, balance, and confidence. Maintaining arm strength is therefore not just about muscle tone. It's about sustaining freedom and quality of life. Improving arm strength can be straightforward and safe, even at home. Begin with light resistance exercises, such as bicep curls using 1-2 pound weights, water bottles, or canned goods. Focus on slow, controlled movements, lifting and lowering with intention. Gradually increase repetitions and, when ready, slightly heavier objects to continue building strength. Additional exercises like overhead presses, wrist curls, or seated rows with resistance bands can target multiple upper body muscles simultaneously, supporting better posture and reducing strain on shoulders and neck. Consistency is key. Even 10-15 minutes a day of targeted arm exercises can create noticeable improvements in strength, endurance, and confidence. Over weeks, simple actions like lifting a bag of groceries or pushing a heavy door will feel easier, demonstrating tangible benefits of these small but powerful movements. The arm curl strength check is more than a measure of biceps. It's a glimpse into your ability to live independently. Strengthening these muscles restores a sense of capability, making daily life safer and more enjoyable. Each repetition reinforces both physical strength and confidence, reminding you that age doesn't mean giving up the freedom to move, lift, and care for yourself with ease. Movement 6. Heel raise, calf strength test. Calf strength is often underestimated, yet it plays a critical role in walking, maintaining balance, and supporting circulation. The heel raise test is a simple way to measure calf muscle strength. It involves rising onto the balls of your feet and slowly lowering back down, ideally while holding onto a stable surface for safety. Strong calves act like natural shock absorbers, helping you move smoothly, maintain stability, and prevent falls. When calf muscles are weak, even routine movements become riskier. Walking upstairs, standing from a low chair, or balancing on uneven surfaces can feel unstable. Poor calf strength can also reduce blood circulation in the lower legs, leading to swelling, fatigue, or discomfort. Over time, weakness here increases the likelihood of falls, joint strain, and reduced mobility, challenges that directly affect independence and quality of life. The good news is that calves respond well to simple, consistent exercises. Start with basic heel raises. Stand behind a chair or countertop for support, lift your heels slowly, pause for a moment at the top, and lower with control. Aim for 10-15 repetitions per set, gradually increasing as your strength improves. Variations like single-leg heel raises, seated calf raises, or gentle ankle circles can further enhance flexibility, strength, and stability without causing strain. Incorporating these exercises into a daily routine strengthens your lower legs, improves balance, and boosts walking endurance. Even small gains make a noticeable difference. Climbing stairs feels easier, walking longer distances becomes more comfortable, and standing on tiptoe to reach cabinets no longer feels daunting. Over time, strong calves also contribute to better posture and reduce stress on knees and hips, supporting overall mobility. The heel raise test is more than a measure of calf strength. It's a window into your overall lower body health and balance. Strengthening these muscles restores confidence in movement, helping you stay active, independent, and resilient. Each repetition builds not just physical strength, but the assurance that you can continue moving safely and comfortably well into your later years. Movement 7. Floor to stand. Movement. Getting up from the floor may seem simple, but it's one of the most important indicators of full-body strength, coordination, and independence for adults over 65. This movement engages almost every major muscle group: legs, core, back, and arms, while testing balance, flexibility, and functional fitness. Being able to rise safely from the floor is crucial for everyday safety and resilience, especially in the event of a fall. Difficulty with this movement can be more than inconvenient. It can signal declining strength, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of serious injury. Many older adults avoid sitting on the floor or bending down because they fear they won't be able to get back up, which over time leads to less activity, weaker muscles, and diminished confidence. In practical terms, being unable to rise safely may result in longer recovery from minor falls or accidents, potentially limiting independence and affecting overall longevity. Improving this ability doesn't require complicated exercises or special equipment. Start by practicing from a sturdy chair, gradually lowering to a kneeling position, then using your arms and legs to push back to standing. Break the movement into stages, from sitting to kneeling, then from kneeling to one leg forward, and finally standing tall. Repeating these steps with control and proper posture strengthens muscles and teaches safe mechanics for getting up in real-life situations. Floor-to-stand practice can also include gentle core and leg strengthening exercises like bridges, partial squats and side leg lifts to improve power and balance. Consistency is essential. Even a few minutes a day can make a noticeable difference in mobility, confidence and safety. Over time, the movement becomes smoother, requiring less effort while reinforcing the muscles and balance needed for everyday life. Successfully mastering this movement also gives peace of mind. You know that if you ever fall or sit on the floor, you can rise independently, reducing both fear and risk of injury. The floor-to-stand test is more than an exercise. It's a reflection of resilience, full-body strength, and functional independence. By practicing it regularly, you enhance longevity, protect against injury, and gain confidence in your body's capabilities. Each repetition strengthens not just muscles, but the freedom to live actively and safely well into your later years. Mastering these 7 movements can transform your daily life, boosting strength, balance and independence while reducing health risks. Even small, consistent efforts create lasting change. Shift from fear to action. Every step you take toward mobility is a step toward empowerment, vitality, and a longer, more confident life after 65. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs it. Take control of your mobility and enjoy a more active, confident life after 65. Every step counts.